I completely forgot about ads. Ads are probably running right now, no? Oh no, they just finished. Perfect. Is it just me in here? How do I still have subscribers? 8 people have subscribed to me. It's actually kind of crazy. I feel like I haven't streamed in forever. And I'll be honest, I don't even know what I want to stream. I felt like I just kind of needed to do this in some capacity to get the ball rolling again. So I forced myself to hit the go live button. And even if nobody shows up, then then I suppose it'll just be me yapping about nothing. About quite literally nothing. I don't know where to start. I felt like I wanted to have topics that I would go through, but frankly, I don't really have anything that I want to talk about in particular. 20 days ago, guys subscribed to me. So, I talked about this before I went on break, but I was burnt out of... I don't even know what the word for it is. I was burnt out of everything, if I'm being honest. Of taking care of myself, of doing chores, of going to work, of streaming, of playing games, of caring for my friends and family. I was incredibly burnt out. And so for a couple of weeks, I just was really selfish. I didn't work as hard, ordered out a lot, didn't stream, blew off a lot of my friends, and now that I've taken my break, I'm kind of ready to start streaming again. But I'll be honest, I don't have the same motivation that I'm pretty used to having. I felt like I was pretty... So I talked about this before, right? Before I went on break, where I was like, I don't really feel like I want to commit to playing Pokemon every day, or I don't really want to commit to playing Xenogears every day. While those are games that I want to play, it's hard to just be like, yeah, I think I'm going to go in and do it all the time. And I don't really know a solve for that. If I'm being completely honest, work is a lot. Work is a lot. And there's currently no way for me to give up work. So that's always going to be my number one thing. But when I'm done with work, I'm like, shit, dude, I'm so tired. What am I supposed to do about that? Where do I get the motivation to stream or to do things that have a purpose to them? Take care of myself? Any number of things. Where am I supposed to get the motivation to do all of these things? Because I come home from work and I'm like, damn, I just kind of want to sit in my chair for the next like 30 hours. And I really shouldn't be complaining because like I've got one of the best freaking jobs on the planet. Super stable career. Don't really have to take any work home. Just do my time and come home. And then I'm free. I live very comfortably. But sorry, I'm sucking on a lemon. It's still a lot. And maybe that's just me saying that I'm super spoiled and privileged and blah, 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 blah. But, it's kind of hard to balance it all. It's kind of hard to balance everything. So, that's why I took the break. Because I felt like my life was getting kind of unbalanced. If only I didn't have to sleep. If I didn't have to sleep, life would be so much easier. But unfortunately, I do really, really need to sleep. So things I've been doing in the meantime, not working out, I can tell you that. I've been going through the Honkai Impact 3rd story, which has been pretty good. And that's about it. I haven't really done anything else. I guess I went to go visit family a couple of days ago. Last weekend, I was down in Georgia visiting my family, which was very nice visit. I wish that flying wasn't such a hassle, because flying is contribution to time spent that isn't time, isn't rest time. So whenever I travel, I'm like, shit, dude, I hate traveling. And so that leads me to, while I still enjoy spending time with my family, it still leads to more burnout. So I'm hoping this weekend I can just kind of get it all taken care of. But realistically, I don't know if I can get this all taken care of. It's a really, really big, it's a really big everything. Living is hard. Being an adult is hard. Living and being on your own and being an adult is hard. And trying to pursue your passions while working a full-time job is also really hard. But I still want to do it. Because when people ask me like what my passion is, I always tell them cooking or games or anime or things like that. But if I'm being 100% transparent, streaming is my passion. Or I guess streaming is an ends to a mean, or a means to an end, sorry. The end goal is that I would like to have a community of people that I can foster up and spread joy to. Back when I was on the East Coast, that was hosting tournaments. And now that I'm in the Midwest and away from everyone, or I guess back when I was on the East Coast, it was hosting tournaments. And then once I stopped hosting tournaments, it was 14. It was being in an MMO with a very active community, with a common goal that I could kind of help everyone move towards that common goal. And that's kind of the figurehead that I always aimed to be when I was in Smash/FGC. I wanted to be someone that people could trust and be relaxed around, and that I could guarantee that you would be in a safe space. And while I definitely didn't do the best job at all of that, there was a lot of things that happened under my nose that I wasn't aware of. Trying to do that is my passion. And unfortunately, I can't really rope people into stream, right? The same way that I could rope people into the tournaments and Smash Bros. And fighting games, and honestly 14 as well. But streaming just doesn't have that aspect that that other communities have, right? And I'm wondering if I just need to join a community. Not that I'm not happy with the friends that I have. I love my friends. They're all amazing. But my passion is a little bit bigger than just hanging out with my friends. And maybe I'm a little bit selfish for thinking that, but that's the truth. I've been looking at houses as well. If that doesn't tell you that I am extremely privileged, then I don't know what does. But thinking it's about time that I purchased a home instead of living in an apartment. So that could be really cool. But I don't know. I don't even know where to take this. I kind of just wanted to hop on stream because I haven't streamed in a long time, and I felt like if I didn't go live on stream, then I wouldn't go live ever again. Which is probably true to some extent. But there are things that I care about doing that aren't conducive to me also streaming. Being physically healthy is one of those things. I have to devote time to exercise and to cook for myself. And that's time away from streaming. I have to go grocery shopping. I have to keep up social relationships. Was finishing up this part of Expedition 33, was here since the start, so caught pieces of the combo. I definitely feel finding community in some capacity is critical to being happy. I don't think it's critical to everyone. And I know I've talked about this before, and it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh my god, I'm so lonely. I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a group of friends to go hang out with, but like, I do think that that's part of the reason that I feel this way. Not that I'm like sitting here like, oh my god, why no GF? But I am sitting here like, why is there no opportunity to meet anyone? And part of that is where I live, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If I lived up in the cities, I don't think much would change. The way that you meet people is you go out and do things, right? You go out to a tournament, go to a card game shop or a tabletop game, or go to a convention and be social. Normies will, go to a concert or something like that. But I don't really like doing all those things. I kind of just like streaming. And I was thinking about all this over the weekend when I was talking to my mom about the way I'm feeling, and how it's always go to a bar, right? It's always go to a bar, and it's a really what's up, Doc? It's a really hard thing to traverse. Maybe find people to collab with on streaming. Nah, I don't think that that's the type of thing that I would want to do. And I appreciate the suggestion for sure. I'm not trying to put you down in any way. I just don't think that that's conducive to the type of thing that I wanna put out to the world, or to my passions. But the solution that is always handed to me is, go out to a bar, just start talking to someone, right? Maybe someone will come up and talk to you, sort of deal. And I'll be honest. For the first time in my life, and I've been told to go out to a bar many times, right? I've been told to go out to a bar many times. But this time, for whatever reason, it made me truly regret what happened with VCU Smash FGC. I felt like I had it. I felt like I had it. And This is so embarrassing and honestly, frankly, degenerate of me to say, but all of the missed opportunities of people that took interest in me as a person that I didn't give the time of day to, and then fully closed the door on after the Cisco, Rodbod, and company shenanigans. Like in that moment that I was told just go out, just go meet someone, just like go be part of a community. In that moment, I truly felt like I had missed something. That I made a decision bad enough that I like negatively impacted the rest of my life. And I know that time is kind of weird, lots of things can change very, very quickly. But yeah, that one hit me. What did I miss so far? Yeah, just talking about where I've been, what I've been feeling, the fact that I'm burnt out. It has been a long time, bro. Has been a long time. I'll be honest, pretty much the only thing I've been doing recently I said this earlier. Pretty much the only thing I've been doing recently is going through the Honkai Impact 3rd story. Just finished chapter 31. I'm on the final act. There's only 4 chapters left. And it's hard. Being an adult is hard. How is it? It's good. It's good. That's a good story. I'm a pretty big fan of it. On my ranking of stories overall, say it's probably like a 6 or 7. Somewhere in between a 6 and 7, which means it's worth the watch. If you're unaware, my scale is very harsh. My scale is here, let's I'm at 3 point. Let's get rid of all of this. We can just draw some stuff. 3. So my scale, whoops. My scale 10, 1, right? And then 5. So this is masterpiece, right? This is garbage, right? Which means that this is normal, not average, not average. Average is not what 5 is. It means that it's normal, right? 6 means it's better than your normal stuff. And I think that normal stuff, like normal in terms of enjoyment, right? So like there are things that are like in the 2 to 3 range, right? That I think are fun, right? That are fun, but bad, right? An example of this is like, for instance, Ruby. 2 to 3 guilty pleasure. Good way of putting it. Good way of putting it. Except I don't think that it's guilty. I don't feel guilt for watching bad things that I think are fun to watch. Like 2s and 3s have their like go ahead. You know, like I don't think that you can just watch 10s. And I'll be transparent. I've only given one thing a 10 in my entire life. Can you guys guess what it is? Can you guys guess what the only thing I've ever given a 10 in my entire life is? It starts with an M. Guilty Crown. I think Guilty Crown's leaning towards 1. No, it's got good music. If you rate it on everything, it's probably a 2 or a 3. It's the Monogatari series. Monogatari series. I remember when I first met Rolando. This is an old story. This is a really old story, right? When I first met Rolando, Azalea, you know Rolando. He might even be in chat. He comes in chat every once in a while. Rolando, if you're here, I love you, but this is a really funny story. I said something to the effect of, the Monogatari series is my favorite thing. And he said, "You say it like such an American." And I said, "Oh, how are you supposed to pronounce it?" Because I was thinking it was like my intonation or like the syllables that I was messing up. And he said, it's I can't even say, Monogatari is how he pronounced it. And like my brain kept on trying to say Monogatari over and over and over again. He called it Monogatari, like the Atari. And I was like, I don't think that's how that's pronounced. Like I hear them say Monogatari in the series. And then that started, that was like the start of us getting to know each other. The way he says it is American. Monogatari. Yeah, I love me a little bit of that Monogatari. But yeah, another one in terms of like storytelling. So this is like just I was ranking pretty much just on storytelling, but if you take like the entirety of things into effect, I would honestly probably go as far as to say as if you are thinking of playing Honkai Impact 3rd, I would suggest not playing it. But if you are interested in experiencing a story, it is definitely worth the read. Right? That is probably my 2 cents on it. What if I'm being forced to play it? You're not being forced to play it. You made the deal. But I'll say, I think that you will enjoy it, Miss Azalea. I think that you'll enjoy it. I don't think that there's anything more to it than that. What was I talking about before we were talking about stories? I mean, regardless, this was a good talking point, but yeah, being an adult and being burnt out and struggling for time management and struggling for fulfillment and for companionship. Because I'm not lonely. I'm definitely not lonely, but a struggle for companionship. I guess I'm very needy with my struggle for companionship because a group of 10 friends isn't enough for me, right? It's got to be like 120. I think 120 is a good number. And then, I mean, if I'm at 120, then hopefully I've made a community that's good enough that they feel comfortable, bringing their friends into it, right? And I want to be as all-encompassing as possible. So, 120 might as well make it 1,200. 1,200 might as well make it 20,000. 20,000 might as well make it 100,000, right? I don't think that I'll ever truly be satisfied with it because I really do just want to reach the largest audience possible. And I felt that in every capacity. Azalea, I think you've known me long enough to kind of see this. That while my passion has been dampened quite a bit in recent years, for once, that's a really good way of putting it. Genuinely, that's a good way of putting it. I want to have a kingdom. I want to be a king. When I was running Smash Bros / FGC in my college years, I wanted to be a king. Not from the standpoint of I wanted to conquer and conquest and be this infallible top of the political power. I wanted to make a really good place for everyone, literally everyone, and I wanted to be directly responsible for it. And that's kind of a big reason as to why I stream. I know that I always talk about streaming being for me and it being a social outlet, but yeah, feels like a fallen king, not to put you on a pedestal, but while you were in FGC and afterwards, you still have people, but it's not as grandiose. Yeah, and I used to, so if you remember, I actually used to complain about this a lot. And I'll admit, I was kind of onto something with that. Back when I was a king, it was really hard to make meaningful relationships. Because it kind of felt like a lot of the people that became my friend just wanted to be my friend for political power. And not in the sense of like, oh, I'm like a bigwig in Smash / fighting games, but in the sense that a lot of people recognized that people would flock to me. And by being in the in-group with me, it meant that you then held a lot of social standing among my very large kingdom, I guess is the best way to put it, as we've been calling it. And so a lot of people would just kind of suck my dick and not give me anything. And normally that ended up being what drew me towards people. People who are unapologetically themselves and didn't care about who I was. I always think back to this. The first time I met Camille, Will introduced her to me, and Will was like, oh, Camille, this is Dane. Everyone treats him like a god. Everyone treats him like he's literally the best person ever. You'll start seeing it. And Camille said to me, the first thing Camille said to me was, he doesn't seem like he's all that. And I was like, damn. And Camille and I ended up being pretty good friends after that. Unfortunately, I was a little too young to realize the good friendships that I had along with the bad friendships. And to recognize that I had good friendships and just wasn't good at maintaining them in my adult years, I guess that means that I've matured, which is a good thing. But recently, for the first time in a very long time, I've started to feel like I have regrets, that I wish that I could go back and do things with the knowledge I have now. That shit is what sucks about many people when you're the top, most popular, etc. Dude just hang with you for your power and stuff, not for the person itself. Yep. And I had a couple of friends who were amazing, if I'm being honest, if I'm being completely transparent. They were amazing. They were everything that I could have possibly wanted from a friend. And I was too young. I guess is the best way to put it. But I guess I was overwhelmed with the amount of negativity that I was surrounded by, at least in my own brain, that I wasn't able to appreciate the couple of good things. I also met a person that significantly changed the direction of my life. She'll go unnamed for the time being, but that certainly was something. That certainly was a wild trip of my last couple years of college, but we all do. My best bud Fluffy Mango Sasori wants to go back to Spark for Summer Shalem instead of Summer Ilnat. No, dude, no. Not that Summer Ilnat is good either anymore, but yeah. Are you ready, Doc? Are you ready for Fire GW? How did you enjoy the most recent event, by the way? Did you read it? Were you a fan? I thought it was amazing. I was a big fan. The let's see if I can find it. Where's my my Just For Me? There we go. When this came on screen, dude, oh my god, that was so good. I failed to read it. Come on, man. This is genuinely one of the best stories in the entire game. Like, this is up there with what makes the Sky Blue 2. I was binging Nikke lore. Interesting. But yeah, this was a really good moment. This is a really good moment. Was a big fan of that event. Glad I read it. I came into GBF too late. No. So yeah, point I've been trying to make, or I guess what I've been trying to sort out, is I'm really burnt out, and I don't want to be burnt out. I'd like to be good and competent at my job, and I'd like to have time to do things that are healthy for me, because I would like to, be a healthy human being. I'd like to be flexible and strong. So that means that I have to stretch constantly and work out constantly. It means that I have to eat food that takes time to make instead of just ordering out. That'll also help me save money, which will help me save up for buying a home, which is something that I'd like to do because I don't want to live in an apartment for the rest of my life. And I'm saying all of these things, and where does streaming fit into it, right? Which, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling more emotional than I've been in a really long time. I felt like I was about to cry right there. Where does streaming fit into it? Because I love streaming. It's my passion. It's my number one passion. I said this before. Streaming is everything to me. Everything to me. But I can't sacrifice my responsibilities, which is I guess that's where I'm different from the big streamers, right? We're here for you, for your tears and your bad opinions. I've got some pretty bad opinions a lot of them. If I'm being honest, I think that the biggest issue with my opinions is that they're all multi-tiered. Like if I say that RWBY is fun and worth the watch, that does not mean that I am ignoring that it's bad. It just means that I think it's fun and worth the watch, right? I say the Monogatari series is a literal masterpiece. And I think a lot of people think that I think it doesn't have flaws, which just isn't true. I think that the flaws are part of what makes it good. Because then you can start to say, I have a favorite moment. If it's just masterpiece start to finish, then you can't appreciate the parts of it that make it a masterpiece. Which is like a paradox in itself. But I don't know. I digress. Point is, I think that my opinions are kind of blanketed by people that have very surface level opinions. Insert MC assaulting the snail girl moment. Okay, but people really don't like it when I bring up that that's actually an important part of the plot. Let's hold on a second. Let's get real here for a second. Right? Where are we? Hachikuji, right? Snail is so small spoilers for Monogatari. Snail is a symbol, right? Like many of the characters and themes in the Monogatari series, symbolism plays a massive role, right? In the Monogatari series. What the snail is symbolizing is his adolescence. It is him being a child. In the very first season, not the first time that you meet her, although you do see it in examples of times where you meet her, at the very beginning of the last arc of Bake, right? Hachikuji brings up that she always thought that Araragi would get with Hanekawa, right? Because in Araragi's mind, Hanekawa is the most beautiful, perfect, I don't know, synonyms, etc., right? But adulthood, right? Adulthood is him saying he loves Senjo Gahara. Right? Not because she's beautiful or she's perfect, which she is both of those things, but because he's in love with her. And in reality, you don't always, just take the most beautiful, most perfect, most traditional woman. Take the person you're in love with. And Hachikuji, being his adolescence, is him, lusting after Hanekawa's body off of her personality traits that make her a very traditional woman. And so when Araragi is sexually harassing Snail, it is actually his own fetishization of his adolescence. And Senjo Gohara comments on this. She says, every time you're around Hachikuji, I dislike the person that you are. It's childish. You make rash decisions. And once again, spoilers for Monogatari series, but near the end of second season, he literally says goodbye to her. He refuses to let her go. She is a lie. She causes him to get lost. She is attached to him as a person. She is responsible for him being a child. And him letting go of her is him choosing to come of age. Choosing to come of age. It's beautiful. It's genuinely one of the best stories ever told. But people just see one scene. People just see one scene and they decide that they don't want anything to do with it. Which, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that sexual harassment isn't weird. It is, right? It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to fetishize your own childhood. You're supposed to grow up. It's wrong for you to stay as a child. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Monogatari doesn't have fan service either, but the sexual harassment of Hachikuji is, like, not fetishized. Like, it's not like we're sitting here in an extremely, like, lustful moment. It's like him being a fucking creep and, like, they get into, like, classic, you know, like, dust cloud and, like, a fist, like, popping up out of the air because they're fucking, like, beating the shit out of each other, and, like, Hachikuji biting him, right, with the fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, chomping on him. Like, it's funny. It's cartoony. But you still recognize that it's wrong. But people love to bring up Snail. People love to bring up Hachikuji. Which is crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I could talk about Monogatari forever. I truly love this. I do truly love Monogatari. That's another thing, I guess. Anime used to be like my number one pastime. And now I don't exactly have time for it. But Grown Up Hachikuji. Yeah. A version of Hachikuji that we get to see grow into an actual human being that hasn't been connected to Araragi, right? A version of Hachikuji that doesn't get latched onto like a parasite, right? Where they each individually get to become an adult rather than just an adolescent, right? Monogatari is such a fucking masterpiece, dude. God, it's so good. God, it's so good. And I'll admit it probably would have had less of an impact on me if I watched it as an adult, but watching it for the first time when you're a teenager is like, man, I guess you have to be smart as well. I guess a lot of teenagers were watching. Not that I'm trying to be like, ooh, I'm so smart, but let's be honest. If you're watching any sort of media with critical thinking, rather than watching Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or anything, then you're at least coming at it a little bit more intelligently than the average Joe. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for streaming as much as I like to, keeping up with myself as much as I want to, cooking as much as I want to, being a good friend as much as I want to. All I know is that my passion is growing a community, and I haven't really been able to do that. Which is odd, because a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I don't think that I'm very extroverted. I get quite drained when I'm in large groups. It's hard managing things. Yeah. It is. I don't think that's an excuse, though. Other people can do it, can't they? Why not me? I guess I also have a lot of things that I want to do, though. Yeah, I always think back to a lot of the Smash streamers that were like, I literally became, like, I was undergoing like a PhD and working and streaming and blah, 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 blah. And eventually their stream gets so good that they're able to just stream, and that can just be their life. I don't know if, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that, which is a sad reality that I have to face. That I have visions of grandeur. I have very high expectations of what I want out of this, right? And unfortunately, I think that I am destined for mediocrity. I've never been particularly good at any games. Never been particularly good at any subjects. Never been particularly good at talking to people or meeting people. I've always been good enough. And so, unfortunately, I think that means that I'm just going to be a normal person. It's okay and fine. It is, just not what I want. Which is kind of sad, but also kind of real. I think that everybody kind of has to come to that conclusion eventually, that they're not going to be a movie star. But it would be kind of cool if I was able to excel in just one thing, right? It's unfortunate that I can't really excel in anything. Hi, Mr. Locke. I'm struggling with things to talk about because I don't really want to play any game right now, and I'm kind of just sad. I mean, I'm not sad. I'm definitely not sad. Sad's not the right word. I guess disappointed is just a bit bigger thing. I'm disappointed and burnt out. Yeah, I don't know if apathy's real. I'm not feeling like I don't want, like, I'm not feeling like a depression, which I guess isn't apathy. I guess apathy is the right word. I'm having a hard time coming up with well, yeah, that's kind of where I came with that. I'm not like, it's not like I'm sitting here, like, damn, there's nothing I want to do. More so that I'm really burnt out and tired and have too many things that I want to do, but not enough hours in the day. Not enough hours in the day. So you have decision paralysis? No, I think the issue is that I don't have decision paralysis. That if you put that you put all of the things that I have to do in front of me, right? I've got to go to work, right? Got to get my job done, right? I've got to sleep, so I sleep at a normal time. I've got to be healthy, so I exercise. I've got to cook for myself, which ties into being healthy, right? I've got to make sure I live in a clean environment, right? So I clean. And then I've got, a couple of friends that I'd like to keep up relationship with, that I'd like to spend time with. I've got a couple of games that I like to play, that I like to spend time on. And I've got stream that I really, really like. That what I would consider my number one passion. But unfortunately, it's a little hard to keep up with all those things. I do all of the things that I have to do. And then when I'm done doing all the things that I have to do, I'm like, fuck, I don't have a whole lot of time left. Right? I finished work, and then I sat down for an hour to just decompress, right? An hour, right? Which I guess is too long. And then I cooked dinner, and then I sat down, I ate dinner, and I clicked go live. And now it's 8 p.m. I have an hour left before I need to start getting ready for bed. What am I supposed to do? And that was one of the days that I didn't do a regular amount of exercise, right? I didn't spend 30 to an hour lifting or running or doing body weights. And it wasn't one of the days that I went grocery shopping. And it wasn't one of the days that I had errands that I needed to run, like going to get my car touched up or having to take care of insurance shit. Like, errands come up all the damn time, right? Who needs sleep though? I do, unfortunately. Even when I'm having like an insomniatic fit, which I can just kind of like take. I can just like smoke, right? Like realistically, I can just smoke a fuck ton of weed and then I'll go to sleep in like 2 hours. If that happens, but even when I was having insomniatic fits, very regularly, I would be like dysfunctional. Like I wouldn't be able to take care of myself. And luckily I had a wonderful mother that took care of me, and school was so piss low easy, that I didn't really need to be functional to excel in it. So I would just be like a walking, bumbling mess. It's hard. Not to mention, I know this is gonna make me sound very silly, but Gura just graduated as well. And I'm not gonna lie, that hit me pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, that one hit me pretty hard. Too much VTuber shit? I don't really give a fuck about the Cinder stuff. I don't know. I think that I'm gonna snooze my ads really quickly. Right, like I'm not sitting here trying to defend Cinder, right? But like the things that she did were like, if you were to wrap it up into one sentence, it was just, she's mean, right? It was like, she's a mean person, right? Maybe disingenuous, whatever you want to say, right? She's a mean person. And in, right, and exactly. And so not only have people taken it upon themselves to ruin this girl's livelihood, which I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of her content. Like, I'm not saying the world is missing something for losing out on Cinder's Fansly or her fucking, what's it called, right? She tried to ruin other people's livelihood. Not to the same extent, but yes. But even then, to the point being made about Cinder, was that other people are profiting off of it. Like, they're literally profiting off of her downfall. Like, they're taking this person and they're making a common enemy and they're making content of it. And it's the fucking laziest content of all time. Like, Lily made that one tweet that was like, "You're mean." And that should have been the end of it. And honestly, even then, that tweet was super disingenuous. I think that saying something like, "I don't understand how you people can feel jealous of any of us. Like, if one of us wins, then we all win because we're friends." That's such fucking bullshit, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Lily pulls in like fucking 10K viewers, dude. Like, and you're sitting there with your like fucking 600 to 800 or however much she gets. I don't fucking know. I'm also probably exaggerating to some extent, but like, dude, you're sitting there and you're like, you don't understand how someone can get jealous? You don't understand how someone can want to get more viewers? Of course you can't. You're at the fucking top, dude. You're looking down on everyone. Like, zero empathy? Zero? That's crazy. No introspection. I'm gonna run ads really quickly because it's yelling at me. But I'll talk about this as soon as we're back in 3 minutes. All right, hello. Yes, like Silver and Vay. So I had to explain it. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Locke. The Cinder thing got so big that like people who have like not spoken to me about VTubers at all have been like, hey Dane, you watch VTubers. I've been seeing this bit of drama on the timeline. What's your opinion on this? right? which is so fucking funny, right? It's so fucking funny. And right, yeah, no, Nanolist is massive. Nanolist does League of Legends splash arts. Like Nanolist is a really big artist. 100%. And honestly, the fact that Cinder got a model designed by her is fucking crazy. Like Nanolist is insane. I had been following Nanolist for a long time because of League of Legends, but regardless. Like, I had to explain, like, why Nyanners and Silver and Vebe all left VShojo, and how, so, when Nyanners left, right, it was like, yeah, I don't really like having to be, like, a marketable version of myself. I'd much rather kind of do my own thing. I appreciate, like, the space, but, like, I think I'm gonna take my own step back, right? When Vebe and Silver left, they were like, I don't really like that I'm not allowed to say slurs. Like, why can't I say the N-word and like the R slur and the F slur? Like, why am I not allowed to say this? And like, ubiquitously, the entire internet was like, what the fuck? Like, what? And then on like a closing note, I don't know if you remember this, but Silvervale was like, yeah, I enjoy my time here, but like, I don't know why Iron Mouse always says that we're friends. Like, are friends people that you don't talk to for 3 months and like ghost your DMs on? And Iron Mouse was like, what? And then Silver was like, oh, I didn't think you were gonna respond to that. Let's just push that under the rug. Dude, can you imagine trying to pick a fight with Iron Mouse? What is wrong with you? Even if Iron Mouse wasn't like the least problematic person of all time, like literally uses her massive platform to like fund immunodeficiency research and like that's it. That's like literally all she fucking does. Like, even if that wasn't, seeing someone that's that much bigger than you in this space is like, dude, that's like Judas fucking with Jesus. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, you're fucking with some high level wizard bullshit, man. Like, you're just fucking stupid. Funniest Cinder thing, Silver was like, I don't like to collab, which is bullshit because she only doesn't want to collab with smaller ones. Yeah, why would you lift other people up when you can have other people lift you up? Makes sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. And then once Vebe went indie, right? She was unfiltered, right? She was exactly what she has always been, right? Which is softcore pornography, right? Essentially softcore pornography, light GFE, right? Basically catered her entire brand towards people that want to jerk off to her, right? And then she started dating Sodapoppin, and once again, I'm not trying to insinuate that she's not allowed to take her content in whatever direction she wants to, but you can't sit here, right? You can't sit here and be like, why is my audience mad at me for getting a boyfriend? Why is my audience mad at me for not wanting to do this like inherently sexual content? And tripling down on that, why is my audience being weird about this? She was with Soda before she left VShojo? Oh, then I'm getting my timeline mixed up. I remember this being a super big thing though. That she was so up in arms about her audience not liking that she had a boyfriend. And that she was very angry at them when they interacted with her content the way they used to, right? When it was like, oh my God, like, you're so fucking hot, you're so blah, blah, blah. And once again, like, these guys are weird, parasocial, 100%. Like, they're weird, it should have been me sort of deal. Like, they're awful. But like, that's literally what your brand was. Like, dude, dude, people be like, they hate Subway. You made the sandwich. Like, and you're allowed to take your content whatever direction you want to. But like, dude, you you made the sandwich, girl. You're not allowed to be like, oh, sorry, I don't really like turkey on rye. Like, you asked for turkey on rye, bitch. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Does this analogy make sense? And like, there's nothing wrong with not liking turkey on rye, but maybe you shouldn't have asked for it when you got to the fucking counter. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. But yes, yes. Yes. Of course, yeah. She's still making solid chunk of change. She's still making solid chunk of change. I've always been a Nanners fan. I don't like regularly watch her content, but I remember watching her YouTube videos when I was, 7 years old, and she used to upload anime reviews. So, I've got like a lot of like historical respect for Nanners. I also am relatively certain she hasn't done anything problematic. She just kind of like does her own thing. But yeah, all the people that were like, oh, you threw your boyfriend under the rung, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, exactly. Never meet your heroes. Never meet your heroes. Definition of fighting game and Smash scene, which I know I've talked about before, that I kind of wish that people would stop treating top players like they're gods. Yeah, Nanners used to be, she wasn't a PNG tuber, but she had an avatar. But yeah, I'm so for real. I had to explain this to other people as well, that were like, this is big serious business. And I was like, you are like being gullible. Like, you're literally being gullible. You are being convinced that this is serious business by people that are turning a profit off of it. Which, I don't know. I've said this many a time, but I am not a fan of lazy content. I am not a fan of lazy content. Random guy has opinion on Cinder VTuber drama? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Big red arrow, big circle. I don't think that you won't believe what he said. I think that, I'm not gonna lie, I think that the Subway thing was the first bit I've been proud of on stream in a while. That's like one of the first thing that's been clippable in a really long time. You won't believe what he said. He said, what about Subway? Because I definitely have a couple of clippable moments, but for the most part, I think that I'm not the most clippable guy on the planet. Sorry. Doc, there's nothing wrong with being lazy. Dude, that Halo clip was so fucking good. Oh yeah? Watch me. That and the honking the mongoose horn. Or was I in a warthog? I can't even remember. God, that Halo stream was so good, dude. Maybe tomorrow I'll play ODST. Wraith fucking demolishes me. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll play ODST. Good plan. Obligatory rewatch of the Halo clip. How do I get to my clips? Twitch.tv/xii_Freya. And I go here. I go to videos? I literally don't know how I can check my clips. How do I check my own clips? Clips.twitch.tv/clips/my-clips. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorted by views high to low. Oh god, these are so good. What's up, Drake? Oh, I'll lower the music. Thank you for telling me. Oh god, I've got a couple of clips that if you guys are about to get flashbanged by a picture of me if you haven't seen me before. This is all what the? This isn't what I clicked. Oh, it's because I clicked on that. Oh, I guess I just have to do it from here. All right. This is a banger. This is a banger clip from Final Fantasy XIV Online. That is a picture of me 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Nova dumped it.
There's a secret right now.
I love this clip. I'm like, it's either it's front or it's back.
It's not the exact opposite.
It's not the exact opposite. Don't lie to them.
What?
What? I get so upset, dude. I get so upset. I get so upset.
If it's driving frost and mirrors are on A and green mirrors are on A and B, then the safe spot would be northeast. If it's biting frost and the green mirrors
it's
are on A and
southwest.
B, it would be southwest. How is that not opposite?
No. Okay, so this is how you call it. Okay.
No. Oh Lord. Good God, man. Where are these? That girl was so, yeah, she was. After the fact, so the context of this clip is one of my FC mates asked me to come fill in for their raid group, and I was like, yeah, sounds good. I've cleared these fights like a trillion fucking times, right? And I came in and I helped, and after the fact, my FC mates were like, I'm so sorry. Like I wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought that we were just gonna kind of go into Shiva, and I was like, they were literally fresh. This group was literally fresh, right? The person, the white mage, it was a white mage, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, it was the white mage that was commenting that I was a liar. Was like, I don't know, like pre-ads, like she hadn't even gotten halfway through the fight, was telling me like how to play the game, like. Oh my Lord, dude. All right, what else do we got? Oh, this is a good clip.
I'd like to mention that I delayed my 90s in order to get none of the buffs.
We're stacking.
I delayed my div too.
Oh, I'm a pretty boy!
Oh, good Lord. Oh, this is a good one.
Good?
Yeah. I've been waiting for an HD remake of Skyward Sword that doesn't use the Wii Motion Plus for ever since it came out, pretty much.
Bruh.
I do not like that game.
That game is very good. It is overshadowed by awful controls.
I have the exact opposite opinion of it.
You think the Wii Motion Plus is good and the gameplay is bad?
Yes. I think that that's the only fun part is wagging your Wii remote around like a retard, and and then the actual gameplay is walk in a straight line. The puzzles are so cringe in comparison to others. And the world is the world is just completely linear.
Have you played Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
How do you like that one? You love that one?
Yeah.
End of clip. End of clip. End of clip.
What? Doesn't even go for the falling assassination attempt, bro. Fuck you.
Bro, fuck
I'll do
you.
it right now. I'll do it right now. Fuck you, bitch.
Just deliver that package. Here's our destination, 6.
Stop.
Oh, man, fuck you. God, I was so scrawny. God, I was a little grease monkey.
He was, what? Doesn't even go for the falling assassination attempt.
My
bro.
hair is a mess. I'm
I'll do it
oily.
right now.
Wearing an
I'll do it right now.
oversized white t-shirt.
Deliver that package.
I'm like 30 pounds underweight. Dane was actually enjoyable back in the day. Good lord. Where's the other one? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, man. Oh my lord. What do you mean? How did it know I was there? I thought it was just. How did it know I was there? That wraith wasn't on my screen. I was like, oh, surely that's not gonna hit me. Right there, right, like, you can see my eyes go towards it. See, right there, my fucking eyes went up. I was like, that's gonna fucking hit me, dude. Yeah, the laugh being the exact same is amazing though. I am in fact the same person. That is in fact me still.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Dane can't hang? Yeah, but I'm hung though, so it don't even fucking matter. Fucking 9-inch hog over here. Everyone's just like question marks. Everyone's just like, what are you talking about? What was this? I was like, if this doesn't kill, I'm gonna fucking kill myself or some
There's
shit.
no way this doesn't kill, right? I know I'm 3 levels down. I'm a +6 Ninetales under psychic terrain. Hitting it with
I'm +6 under psychic terrain. This should kill. I don't care that he's Gigantamax. This kills. I'm +6.
There's no way it doesn't. I understand it's Gigantamax.
It didn't kill?
This isn't killing.
No!
Candace, no. There's no way this.
Good lord, man. What did I say here? This was recent. This was on New Year's? A while. It'd be funny to troll you. Oh! Oh! Okay, now do we farm for a male one? Because this one's brown. Do we farm for a male one? Because this one's brown. Good lord. That's you. That's you on TV. God, so many of these were Blizz. No, I remember this.
There's no way knockoff kills this thing. Holy shit. Did so much damage. Oh my!
Thwacky goat, I suppose. That face I made at the end. What was this? God, this was so long ago. Oh my God, this was fertilizer that I drank. Oh, never mind. That's oil. I'm thinking of a different clip. Why was this clipped? Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, is this me? This is me against Reeks? I'm so fucking hot, dude.
I'm so fucking good at this game.
Oh!
Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Jesus fucking Christ.
Reeks is eating the pudding I made for him. Bro, probably like me. No, I just didn't eat. The rare time I can only beat Reeks when I'm at least when we were playing Smash. The only times I could beat Reeks is when I was shit talking a lot. Like I would have to talk to him like throughout the entire set, right? Like I had to make him stop focusing on the game. Cause when he focuses on the game, he's like actually like a fucking world-class player, dude. Like yeah, it like literally he could beat me with his hands tied behind his back. He's so fucking good. The only time that I would ever beat. So we used to do this thing back in the Smash tournaments. Stop me if I've told this story before. Was we would host the tournament, right? And I eventually, when I started taking the tournaments a little bit more seriously, I stopped competing in them because I wanted to make sure that I was running the event smoothly, right? Like I didn't want to split my attention between playing and running it. If I was stepping away for a match, that was time that I wasn't spending running the event, right? So I eventually stopped competing. So I never had the chance to fight Reeks, right? So I would run the whole event and then Reeks would win, right? Because, you know, Reeks is the fucking GOAT, right? And I would be like, okay, Thug finals time, Thug finals, you and me, I'm hopping in. I didn't play anyone else, just me and you. We're gonna play on some random bullshit. And I'm gonna pick some random fucking character that I've never played before. That is where the Dane hero arc started. Where I started playing hero. Oh, hi Mel. And I would just beat him. I would literally just shit talk the entire time and beat him. That's like literally, I don't think I ever lost a Thug finals to Reeks. I'm not gonna lie. It was the same thing with Tyler. A lot of you guys, I don't think any of you guys have actually ever met Tyler. Maybe Azalea knows Tyler a little bit. But I have never beat Tyler in bracket ever. Tyler is the person that I started the Smash scene with. He was my partner. And I had literally never beaten him in bracket before until both of us had stopped taking the game nearly as seriously. And I was like, you want to just do like a Ganondorf ditto? I beat the fuck out of him, dude. I beat the shit out of him. Oh, I was so mad, dude. I was so fucking mad. I was so mad, dude. I have way better fundies. He just fucking beat my character. A LobCorp clip? What the? Dane Forma the
I'm locked
Thug.
in.
Oh my god, Jared! I was literally talking about you like a few
What is
weeks
the
ago
point?
that I
What
missed
is the
the
point?
heck out of you,
What
dude.
is the
Dude,
point
how
of
are
it?
you doing? Oh my god!
the-
We haven't spoken in so long. I can't believe you even like come in my streams anymore. Dude, how have you been? I was literally talking about you earlier. It's because I got a gift? Wow. Wow. Oh my lord. I'm so happy that I was able to talk to you again. I hope that you know how much I valued your friendship and how much of a real ass motherfucker you were, dude. You were so fucking cool. You were so fucking cool. And I was a child when I was younger and wasn't able to be a better friend. And I hope the best for you, always. What is this unprecedented glaze? Dude, I've been thinking about the past so much recently. You can't spring this. It's not unprecedented for me. If you were here, you would know it's not unprecedented. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What is all this stuff? Is this me doing the pog dodge? I'm the GOAT. I'm so fucking good. This is pretty on brand for 2025, Dane. Yep. Bro's going through an adult moment. That's why he's speaking his heart and feelings out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to be real, you know? I just have to be corporate Dane all the fucking time. God, I look so gross. This is why I don't stream with face cam anymore. Japanese, Dan. 4 seconds.
Yeah, there is a jinx.
I'm so good. I'm so fucking good, dude. I'm so good at this game. God, I'm so good. I'm so good at this game, dude. Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna solo heal this. With no GCDs.
This was so okay. You have to understand, this was a different time. 4 years ago, people did not understand how broken Astro was. This was a new concept. So I was still very giddy over having Macrocosmos. Like using Macrocosmos and being like, I'm gonna solo heal this. This is a big deal. Like, oh my god, man. I was still so optimistic about the game. Hot off of Shadowbringers. Good lord. Good lord. 2021? What was this?
No. And this isn't gonna do shit to me because I have the X defense. Now, if he crits next turn, I just get off for the night. I hope you all.
No, if he crits next turn. Alright, goodbye. Wow. Dane is fucking racist. What is my mic? This was a year ago. Is this how I sound now? Dane is fucking racist. We've been known this. Racist, misogynistic, flat earther, pedophile. headphones. Is that how I sound right now? Surely not. Surely my voice doesn't sound like it's coming through a pillow, right? It's a bit muffled. Yeah, it sounds very muffled in this clip. That's not how I sound, no? What game was this? 2020? Oh, Baba. Corpse a corpse. Mic is so much better now. I mean, this was like a year ago. Like, I haven't changed my audio setup. Wow! It's been a year since I played Nier! Y'all, this means that I pretty much streamed for a full year. This was the game that made me like commit to streaming, right? Because my first game that I played, but I wasn't like super committed to it, was Drakengard 3. Drakengard 3 brought me back, and then I was like, you know what? I'll play Nier. I'll play Nier Automata. And then after that was when I played LobCorp. So, wow, it's literally been a year. It's been a year. I'm pretty sure I'm just a few days from my own 1 year anniversary. That's crazy. That's so crazy, dude. Crazy that once again, at this time of year, I am undergoing a time of burnout and struggle for time management. The same thing happened to me around this time last year, which is why I decided to start streaming. I haven't touched Automata in over a year, and I'm not even halfway through it. That's why I played it. I was like, I haven't played this game since it came out. What? Dude! My viewer count is high enough that I'm getting bots now. Distressed Tales Pink J6. There we go. The cycle continues. I think that's just part of life now. That's just like the way that life works. Oh no, the Cheez-It cake. I need you to know that. Cheesecakes are like one of my staple desserts that I make. But like, I need you guys to recognize that I'm good at this. And this is not a reflection of my cheesecake making capabilities. Oh my. I was so dramatic in this clip. Look at the drama here. Put the fork in the dishwasher. Grab the rest of the cheesecake. Oh boy. Wow. Why did you make a Cheez-It cake and then film it on your iPhone? So you gotta be emotional in front of the camera. So I had a friend of mine, Miss Kara, Tura Jazingi, or Tura Sansa in Twitch. She literally, so she said, Dane, so there are these like stores, right? There are like literally these stores, these like Cheez-It diner. I don't remember what the name of it is, right? So they like literally have like these Cheez-It restaurants, right? Where you can like order Cheez-It food, right? Like this is like a Cheez-It milkshake, right? And so Kara asked me, how do I get you to make the Cheez-It cake? And I was like, I'm not making the Cheez-It cake. Like, you'd literally have to pay me, right? You know, figure of speech. You'd have to pay me. Kara's like, okay, Zell's me $200 to make a Cheez-It cake. Well, now I've got to fucking make it. So I made the Cheez-It cake. She told me, don't look up any recipes, just make it the way your heart thinks you should make it. I was going it. I was going the way I thought I should make it. And Kara tells me, Dane, if it's not Cheez-It enough, I'm gonna be so mad at you. It's not gonna be the one that I want if it's not Cheez-It enough. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll like add cheesecake, or I'll add Cheez-Its to the batter, right? I'll add Cheez-Its to like the cheesecake batter, rather than just having like a Cheez-It crust, which is what I was gonna go for initially, rather than a graham cracker crust. And I did it. It was disgusting. And Kara was like, why did you put Cheez-Its in the cheesecake batter? Like, you should have just kept it as a crust. I was like, you told me to, dude. Like, you were the one who told me to. So, that's the reason I did that. That's the reason why I did that. I'm streaming ROA? Oh!
That was actually so fucking cool. I wish it killed. Oh, never mind, it did. That was a sick clip, actually. Can somebody clip that stock?
That was so good, dude. Oh my lord. W clip, thank you. God. A lot of my time spent in fighting games and in Smash was me wanting to play the game I wanted to play rather than the game that won. And so I would always try to go for setups, right? I wanted to go for something that made me go like, I hit that shit. Which isn't always the best way to play the game, but it's the way that I enjoyed it, so. Unfortunately, this is 2020. This was before everyone became a pedophile, or everyone got outed as a pedophile. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Create your own Smash. I would love for a fighting game or a Smash game to come out that people actually want to devote themselves to. Unfortunately, that's just not the way it works. I gotta know what this is.
Do you even want to know?
Yeah, I'm a little curious.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
They asked the question again.
You wouldn't get it. It's a long. Oh, Seika's trolling. Seika's trolling. Ha 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 ha.
What do you mean? I'm fine. Yo, same. Let's go.
I don't know how that happened.
You just didn't move out. I watched you.
That's crazy. It's T. Oh my god, yeah. You guys know, Smash players know, all the people from my past that didn't play 14, you guys all know what T is. Because I made you guys watch it. God. Oh, I love this clip. Oh my, I think this is my favorite clip of all time, actually. Hold on a sec. Lock the fuck in. People lock in. People lock in. How do I make this clip bigger? What the? Alright, I guess I can't.
No, I think we're all gonna die.
Everybody is dead.
We're all gonna die.
That guy did not make. That is not real.
I love that clip so much. That might be my favorite 14 memory of all time. I'm not gonna lie. God, I love that memory so much. God, I was tanking with Locke. No. Wow, I love this clip. 2021. Look at ACT. Look at ACT, man. No. I look like Lars in this clip. That's crazy. Yeah. I was in a state. So I didn't have a barber in Richmond. I didn't have a barber when I lived in Richmond. So I would just like let my hair go crazy. And a lot of times I just like wouldn't shave unless it got like super out of control. So yeah. My hair was fucking insane. My beard was gross. Is that Sydney on my bed? God, different times. Bahamut Lagoon mentioned. I never finished this game. Wow. That was insane. What the fuck? What? Huh? Excuse me? What the fuck? What a game. I am not clipping on that. I'm not clicking on that clip. Damn. I'm seeing all these names of people that used to come in my streams all the time. This was all pre-Snake of Ether, no? These were names that would like DM me afterwards saying that I was like scum of the earth. I always forget the gravity of Snake of Ether because like my brain has tried so hard to get over it, but like, man, I really just had like I would just wake up to like 60 DMs of people telling me to kill myself and that I'm like awful and that I was like the worst mistake they ever put their trust in. Why would they do that? Well,
Right?
people are fickle.
Left.
Yeah, Don Shrug, real. Is this a Dane Greninja clip? Surely not. Yeah, no, this is a what's it called? This is Smash 4! Oh my god! 2017? Wow. Pre-COVID. Wow, wow, wow. This is my first week one.
Remember, stay out of the middle.
Out of middle? Is it left?
1, go to 1, and stay out of the middle.
And then in.
To the left of 1.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Kona saying healer LB. Nice call, bud. Healer LB? Question mark? I guess.
Oh my god.
I guess Tabby needed it.
And in.
If I always do this, I mean it's always
Fates and then Draken.
Oh, fuck.
Dark Souls 2?
These guys aren't gonna like it.
I'm listening to Don't Stop Believing.
Me at all? Yeah, no, they don't. Okay. Well, let's see what's over here. Oh, there's more of these. Hello? What the fuck? What? What the fuck?
What? When Dane walks anywhere near the commons. Yo, Seabass was so funny. Seabass was so funny, dude. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Jesus. It really was like that. I would step in and people would, Dane, OMG. You should replay Dark Souls 2. Tomorrow I'm gonna play Halo ODST. But you're right. I probably should go through the Souls games again. I haven't played Dark Souls 3 in a really long time. So me playing Dark Souls 2 back then, this clip is from me doing like what I wanted to do with Pokemon right now, where it's like, I think I want to go through all the Dark Souls games. I played Dark Souls 2 and then I was like, I'll get to Dark Souls 3. No. Anywhere near the commons, the student commons. It was like a place. Bear Seek Quest. Oh my god, so real. But yeah, it was a place in on our campus, and I would walk in, and people would be like, "Oh my god, Dane! Oh my god!" They would fucking tackle me, like literally tackle me. I ate that shit up. Yep. AMA. What job was I playing? This is when I was learning Dark Knight. 5 years ago.
Okay, Dane is trolling. I don't see it either.
Wait, where are we looking?
Look, there's little orbs on my weapon.
No, there aren't.
Yeah, there are.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You don't see them. They're on your screen.
Dane's just trolling, dude.
Blind Dane trolled Dane. That's me.
Wow. Gray Death Song. Oh my god. Oh my god, Pudding! Oh my god, Nocturnal Astro! Oh my god! Oh my god, take me back. Tony clipped this? The fuck? Trying to listen to... Wait! This was a banger stream title. You trying to listen to Sick Omega Mode or Omega Bomba? Okay. I cooked with that. Y'all? I cooked with that. No? The only way that I don't win the game here is if it's prismatic. Quote me. You can quote me on that. Did I not win this? If I come and 8 this game and it's not prismatic, I'll gift you guys subs. I think that I ended up winning, actually. That was a +2 at that time, aged poorly. Wait, what do you mean this aged poorly? What was this clip even for? Why?
On the moose flexing.
What did the Nereids do?
Juice.
What is this? Is this the oh, that's just me doing a good dodge. That's the Made in Abyss soundtrack that was playing in the background there. Many modern day songs have life cycles akin to memes. Oh, I see. Freya gets lollied? What the fuck is Nani talking about? Okay, this was also a bang. This was like the funniest thing I had ever said with regards to 14. Praise Poker, no, don't go flying into a frenzied rage. You're so sexy. What did Amy clip this?
Yeah, you ended up getting a bleed ticket and just one-shot you from 5th go. I was just looking back because I was like, there's no way that...
God, this was so long ago. This genuinely feels like it's like a decade ago. 3 years, not even 3 years ago that we were doing, what's the name of that fight? Thornton. DSR, that's the name of it. Dragon Songs Reprise. Oh, this is on my YouTube channel. Oh no, never mind, this isn't.
Yeah, I know. I know you, bitch. Think I don't play this game? Oh, what the? I've never seen this before, and all the time. Oh.
Wait, if I was better at streaming, I would have made that bit so much better. Yeah, I've played this game before. Wait, I've never seen this before. I just wasn't funny back then. I wasn't able to do the bit problem. If you give me another chance on this, then I swear I could. Hold on, let's do this muted. Okay. Yeah. I know that that's actually Snakes. I've played this game before. I know everything about this game. Whoa! What the heck? I can't do it. I can't do it. Good Lord. Well, even after all these years, regardless, it's oh, it looks like my ads are starting. Well, I was planning on ending stream anyway. It was fun. It was fun going over all my memories and talking about stuff. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna play Halo tomorrow, I think. Thanks so much for coming by, everybody. I really thought I was just gonna be streaming into nothingness, just kind of ranting and rambling. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye bye.